It's time for the after show. It's time
Hey,
for the after show. Hey, it's time for the
hey,
after show. Okay, we don't know how to act since we have this new little background where it looks like we are actually in person with each other. Oh my gosh, because it's been so
yes.
long, girl,
I
since we recorded in
know. I
person together
know.
with our mics. Remember those days?
Yes, yes. I
Mm, mm,
remember those
mm.
days. I miss those days.
Me too. Me too, me too. But this was a fun episode. I'm glad that we covered this. I think
Yes.
this is going to be an episode that I probably refer to over the course of my journey when things happen. And I'm like, wait, let me go look at the tips that we shared and tune back in.
Yes.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
think things are constantly happening that, every once in a while I get triggered and I'm just like, oh, Lord, what is going on?
Right. Right. In transparency, I think, as we are recording this, like right before we hopped on, like I had a difficult conversation with somebody important in my life. And a lot of these tips really helped me
Yeah.
get through that conversation.
Yes.
I
Kudos to
was
you, Dom.
like, listen, having that conversation, I was like pulling on like what I learned in therapy.
Yeah.
And then also thinking about these tips of like, okay, this is not about me. And being clear on what I needed to say
Yeah.
going into it. So yeah, I think that this conversation that we had today is the tips are going to really help some folks and
I think
continue to
so.
help us.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think so too. I'm just trying to think of something else that we may not have covered, or honestly it's the after show, so I guess it's whatever. We can talk about anything.
Yes.
Talk about anything.
Listen, y'all, for real, I am just like this whole this background really has me with a whole new energy. Like,
Right? Me
hey,
too. Because I feel like I
hey,
feel like we're capturing that vibe when we used to actually be together. And I mean,
yes,
girl, it would be so cool if we could have our own studio and do this. I can't wait for us to be able to do like the live events. I just want to
yes,
get with our people, our
community,
community, and
yes,
be together and
yes,
just have that good energy. Because I know we've talked about this before on the podcast, but I see a lot of things about like these women empowerment events where it's not really women empowerment and people be kind of shady. And I just want to
right,
be in a space where we can like
right,
love on each other and it be authentic,
yes,
genuine love. Where we're like, yo, it's like we're all different. We all come from different backgrounds, even though, many of us identify as Black women, but being able to just, yeah, share those vibes.
just
That'll be
be,
dope.
yep,
Yep.
I'm with it. I think as much as this Zoom and virtual space
Yep.
has allowed us, I'm grateful for it because it
For
has
sure.
allowed us to continue to record
Yep.
throughout this pandemic. Yes, like you, I am like, where our community at? Where the girls at?
I
Where our girls at?
know. I know where the girls at. So yeah, ladies, stay tuned for that because we're working hard so that we can do something, as a community. So stay tuned and thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes.